Hi, and welcome to Around the World in 80 Drinks video edition. We're here in Edinburgh, Scotland to get the lowdown on Scotch whiskies and how they're different based on their geographic origin. In case you're wondering on how Scotch whiskey is different from rye whiskey or bourbon, well, to put it simply, they're all whiskies, but Scotch is Scottish, made from malt, barley grown in Scotland, distilled in Scotland, aged in Scotland, and diluted with water from Scotland. And we've chosen the Last Drop Tavern in Edinburgh's Grassmarket because historically, this is where one would come in shackles to have their last drop of whiskey before they were hung for their crimes, right outside in the Grassmarket Square. One thing to note, if you're talking Scotch whiskey, drop the E. We're gonna go inside and talk to Michael, the barman here, and he's gonna take us to school on all the different Scotch whiskies.
So what I thought I'd start by showing you guys is the 6 different geographical areas, which all have their own kind of distinct.
Michael tells us about the 6 regions of Scotland known for their distinct qualities. Firstly, the Highlands and the Lowlands, then the island of Islay, then the rest of the islands, Campbelltown, and Speyside. Speyside is where more than half of Scotland's distilleries call home. Today, we sample 3, Highlands, Lowlands, and Islay whiskies. He tells us that the further south you go in Scotland, the lighter and gentler the whiskey, and that the Islay whiskey will have very rich, smoky, and peaty notes. The most important thing for Scotch to be Scotch is that the product be distilled and aged in Scotland due to the climate. Maturing in any other climate changes the culture and the flavor. Swirl and smell the whiskey just like wine and try to identify the different aromas.
Okay, so number 1 is the Lowlands. I've added a bit of water to it now, but before it was definitely a little bit harsher tasting or smelling. And it has a bit of a burn. Here's the sinuses of it.
The whiskey from the Highlands, I think, is probably my favorite of the 3 that we've tried. It has a real strong vanilla smell to it. And to me, it tastes just as smooth as the smell. It is really quite enjoyable. It's, to me, that's the most enjoyable of the 3 for sure.
This is a 16-year-old Lagavulin. Yeah. And there's, I think when you put this in the nose, you'll notice there's a lot going on here. Wow.
Definitely smells really smoky from the peat in the earth up there. It's not my favorite of the 3, but I still really like it, and it definitely has a very complex smell and taste.
The flavor is very spicy and very heavy and smoky, and I like it less than the other 2. It's something I could enjoy drinking for very long. The winner? Well, both of us would have to agree on the vanilla-y smooth Highland whiskey for our taste buds. If you're interested, please click on the subscribe button below. And for more of our videos on Edinburgh, you can click on these as well. Thanks for watching.